it's not WYSIWYG, it's WYWYG. Now, what did I just say? And why should it be important in manifesting, in understanding consciousness? Hey, boo. WYSIWYG, which is WYSIWYG, is that old acronym for what you see is what you get. But what you see is what you are. It's different than that old school style of believing of I'll believe it when I see it. But in the realm of consciousness and imagination and living in the awareness that your own awareness of being is God, then as the operant power, this ups the ante a lot, like ridiculously a lot. Now it's WYAWYG, WYAIWYG. What you are is what you get. How to be sure I'm saying that right? What you are is what you get. And of course that translates into what you see as well. But it's a different playing field now. Are you dissatisfied and disappointed with yourself most of the time? That is what Neville Goddard would call your self-concept, how your sum total of your ideas, your beliefs, some of those ideas and beliefs about yourself can come from what you believe is your backstory, family history, all your life experiences, a seeming past. But whatever that amounts to for you, events will keep arranging themselves to give you disappointing and dissatisfying experiences. And this is where suffering is part of that. Suffering in Buddhism, ignorance of our true nature, is suffering. This is why we suffer. This is what the Buddha said in the Four Noble Truths. The ignorance of your own inner divine nature, your own inner truth. And it's that ignorance, that suffering is really, in Buddhist terms, dissatisfaction. And there's so many things that we can be dissatisfied about in any given moment. Sometimes from the time you open your eyes in the morning till the time you close them at night, there are people who are constantly complaining, bitching and moaning about something most of the time. And if you've ever eaten a meal that was prepared by someone who was angry, maybe they had a fight with their boss. And I know I was once in a very fine gourmet type restaurant in downtown Manhattan way back. And we were sitting at a table, there were probably about 4 of us. It was me and my partner and I think another couple. And suddenly from the back of the restaurant, we hear all kinds of clattering and crashing and maybe a raised voice. I don't remember, but it was probably. And then we had to wait to get our food because I think that the chef left. He just stormed out. And things had to change up at the last minute. But really, when that happens, you know that the energy of the meal is not going to be too yummy. The feeling of it, the calmness that you want so that you can enjoy the food, enjoy the taste, savor the meal, savor the companionship if you are eating with someone, or simply your own companionship, and maybe hearing pleasant music, whatever it is that's conducive to fully experiencing, enjoying. And if the sound of if there's breaking dishes is not going to be that kind of music. And it makes things a bit hard to stomach and hard to digest. In Ayurveda, which is the sister science of yoga, and it means, in a sense, knowledge of life, the light of life. And there is a tremendous emphasis on how food is prepared. I've studied Ayurveda. I can tell you, if you've ever studied it or have heard about it, one of the best and most fun parts of it, certainly as a beginner, as an introduction, is exploring the 6 tastes, is exploring how food is prepared in relation to your own constitution and its unique elemental components from nature: earth, water, fire, air, ether, space. It's pretty amazing. And in relation to the seasons. So this isn't going to be a lesson in Ayurveda or Ayurvedic cooking, but the point is that one of the things I learned very early on is that Ayurveda isn't just about digesting for optimal health, which is of course a major part of it, and what components to put into the meal to make it sweet, savory, spicy, whatever other qualities need to be in there to keep it balanced and harmonious so that everyone who is eating together can enjoy it to their fullest. But it's really about, it's almost symbolic of how we digest our own life experience. How digestion really is a component of consciousness, of the divine that you are, of this great energy that you are. And this is what plays back into what you see is what you are. What you are is what you get. What you are is what you get and what you see. And this is how it's all interrelated. It's all the ingredients, all the components are within you. You are the master chef. You are the ingredients. The food and the herbs and the spices are one. And the eater and digester of the food are one. And this is the same with what you're experiencing externally. It's all one. If you are dissatisfied, if you are complaining, and it's reflected outside of you in experiences that are arranged to show up for more to complain about, that is all one. That is all within you. They're not separate. There's no division anywhere. Although it seems like there is, and a lot of it, but there isn't. And this is what you are serving yourself. If you see love or from love as love, which you are, and you're seeing harmony or having the desire for harmony, or always seeing people at their most godly state, it's all one. It's impossible for those things to be separated. Not overcooking a meal or undercooking a meal. Same thing. Not having a lot of expectations, flowing with things as they arise, in a state of equanimity. It's all one. It's all a reflection of the state you have assumed. That's the law of assumption right there. It's a mirror or a catalyst. This is Neville Goddard's saying, everyone is you pushed out. EIYPO. Everyone and everything is you pushed out, externalized. Because really there isn't a lot out there. It's all in here. So if it's a mirror, if it's a catalyst, that's the cue that spurs love, the force of love, to move in and remove, push out of the way by whatever means it is going to use, anything that is not like itself, that is not love. And it can fill that space with more love. It's like water seeking its own level. It's going to move anything out. It can be a trickling stream. It can be a tsunami. Whatever it takes. And this is what may cause relationships to fall away. Jobs to fall away. Other things in your life that consciousness recognizes, that love recognizes is not necessary to stay there, that it's impeding your progress, it's holding you back, gets moved out by love. That's all there is that love. So this, my boo, is what brings up the ability that you have to use revision, to revise your experience of the past, to change yourself. What's called the past or the backstory, and shift what's called the future. It's all now. You're taking it into the now. It's always coming along with you. Not just present moment, like mindfulness, awareness of the present moment, but this is the now, the full, infinite, eternal now. And this is what can change so that what you desire is fulfilled as you desire it. Lord, you always hear me, God. You go before me, preparing my way sure. Which is very similar to God that goeth before me, preparing a table in the presence of mine enemies, which is the same as love moving anything that is not love out of the way to make room for more enemies, the enemies being the aspects of the ego, or that state that brings up anything that is not love. And it's the recognition and understanding, the allowing, receiving, accepting what you most deeply want as set up by you for you. So you can stop battling yourself. Stop that inner war that appears to be with others, but is really within you. And you can, even to the point of laughing, that it was funny how long that's been going on when you get on the other side of that and know yourself as God. And you can laugh at, gee, was I doing that all that time? That was me? Whoa. You know, the futility of it, how it was just treading water, just Groundhog Day, day after day after day. Remembering that you are God, the operant power, the force of divine love. Play with that, explore that. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love to see them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it resonated with you, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of my latest content, and share this video so this channel, this community, you and me, and anyone who comes and joins, and a shout out to my current subscribers and subscribers who are here. We just don't see them yet, but they're here. Thank you so much. Love you, boo. See you next time.